Yeah, I need your help. Hey guys, welcome back to the Dr. Cliff AuD vlog. This is vlog number 178, and today I'm here to ask you for your opinion on something because your opinion actually matters to me. But before I get into what opinion I'm looking for, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, really helps out the channel. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with notification bell. That way you get a notification every single time I publish a new video, just like this one. Now let's go ahead and get into what I actually want to ask you about today, which is I've got a new website, and it's not that it's a new website, but it's my clinic website. It's AppliedHearingAZ.com. I've had this website since I launched the clinic back in 2017. I originally started the website myself. It was a horrible website. I mean, I am not a web designer by any stretch of the imagination, but when I first opened the clinic, I didn't have a whole lot of money, and I was trying to bootstrap everything. So I had a little bit of experience developing a website back when I opened up my massage therapy clinic. I think it was called Olson Therapeutic Massage. I think the website was olsonmassage.com. That no longer exists anymore unless someone else bought that domain name and started using it. But I'm not a very good web developer. And, you know, over the course of time, as the clinic grew, I was like, you know what? I think I need to get a little bit of help with the web design. And so, you know, as early as 2018, I was starting to contract with different web development companies to create a website that I felt like was going to capture the essence of what I was trying to do inside of my clinic. Now, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while now, you know that the thing that I care about inside of my clinic is best practice audiologic care. I want to get my patients the absolute best outcome that we can possibly get them. And the way that we do that is through following best practices and a person-centered care approach. And we charge for the services that we do. That way we don't cut any corners on anything when it comes to treating someone's hearing loss. But to convey that, the experience that you have inside of our clinic and the quality of care that you get inside of our clinic, you actually have to have a well-designed website. You can't just have a crummy website thrown up there and people look at it and they're like, boy, this is kind of a cut-rate clinic based on the way that the website looks, and you end up losing patients because of it, or not even losing patients, but losing potential future patients because your website sucks. And so as time had gone on, I met a web developer by the name of Chris Erickson through my buddy, Dr. Abram Bailey, who owns Hearing Tracker. And so Chris Erickson worked with Abram Bailey on Hearing Tracker. Hearing Tracker is a fantastic website. If you're not familiar with Hearing Tracker, I would check it out if I were you. But Abram Bailey put me in contact with Chris Erickson, and after, you know, I don't know how long, maybe a month or two, it was nice because Chris Erickson lived at the time in the Phoenix area, and so I could actually communicate with him and say, hey, you know, here's what my brand is all about, Applied Hearing Solutions. Here's what we're trying to convey image-wise on the website. Can you help me develop a website? And he was up for the challenge, and he understood at the time that, you know, we were going through, you know, trying to grow the Dr. Cliff brand. We were going to try starting the Dr. Cliff Approved Provider Network, which is now hearingup.com. And so now Chris Erickson is basically the developer for all of my websites that I have. And, you know, when it comes down to capturing what we're trying to convey, it really helps to have someone who's very familiar with what you do. And Chris Erickson is extremely familiar with what we do at this point because of all the different projects that we've worked on, and he's heard my spiel so many times, it's hard to count. And so a couple of months ago, you know, we were, and I can't even remember if I talked to you guys about this. I think I did, but we had a professional videographer and photographer come into our clinic, and we spent a whole entire Saturday of just capturing footage inside of the clinic of us interacting with volunteer patients that we had coming in, who are actual patients, but they would come in and agree to be on camera. And we captured a ton of great content. It was incredibly expensive to shoot, but it was worth it. And the reason it was worth it is because I feel like it kind of captured the essence of what we're doing inside of our clinic. We're not just using the same stock photography that other clinics are using on their website. And we did that because we wanted to have people come to the website and truly feel like they understood what we were about, and that they actually got to see our space in action, which is, I think, important when you're running a clinic like we're running, because we actually launched this new website this past weekend, so AppliedHearingAZ.com. And There was a lot of time and effort that went into it, mostly by Chris Erickson, but I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that the verbiage that we used on a lot of the pages is the same verbiage that we use inside the clinic, so you can get a true feel of what it's like to come into our clinic. And being a, I would say, more high-end clinic, we didn't want to just have a cookie-cutter website that a lot of other hearing aid clinics out there have that doesn't really help you understand what they're about. And so I'm incredibly proud of the new website, but here's the ask, all right? I want you to check the website out. I want you to go through it, and I want you to send me critiques. I want you to put the critiques down in the comment section of this particular video. I want you to let me know the things that you like, the things that you don't like. If you've been watching my channel for a while, or if you're a patient inside of my clinic, I want you to go in and I want you to tell me if you feel like the way that we have the website designed is truly what the experience is that you have when you come into our clinic. Like, I want to know if, as closely as that can be captured, I want to know if it's being captured. I also want to know if there's errors on the website, if there are pages that you try to open that don't open correctly. I want you to potentially try submitting an inquiry on there. Maybe not. Maybe don't submit the inquiry. My front office staff will go crazy when they have hundreds or thousands of people submitting inquiries through the website. So don't do that. But pretty much everything else, I want you to stress test the website. I think that some of the B-roll and the footage and the photography that we have on there is awesome. It's all ours. I mean, we literally had all of that stuff captured inside of our clinic when we're interacting with people, and I truly feel like it captures the essence of what we are about at Applied Hearing Solutions. Now, will this be the last time that we change the website? Probably not. I can tell you that my web developer, if a website's been up for about a year or two, he gets a little antsy and he's like, yeah, I want to kind of redesign it. Right now we have really good search engine optimization, and he's worried that we're going to mess up that search engine optimization, but it's the same thing that we try to do inside of our clinic when it comes to patient care. We are always trying to push the envelope, trying to stay on the cutting edge, try new things that maybe other clinics are not trying. If they don't work, that's fine. We identified that they don't work, so don't do them again in the future, and try something else new. That is kind of what we do with our website. You know, Chris Erickson is really good with staying up to speed on the different aspects of what like Google is looking for from a search engine optimization standpoint, because we want people to be aware of who we are in the greater Phoenix area, and we want them to know that we are an option for them. Now, we're not the perfect option for everyone. I totally get that. If you're looking for a low-cost option, probably not the best clinic for you. We are focused on, laser focused on being the highest quality clinic that we can possibly be, and the negative that comes with that is that sometimes we are as expensive or more expensive than other clinics who are not striving to be exactly that. But with that said, really looking forward to your feedback on that. Again, it's AppliedHearingAZ.com. Don't forget the AZ. If you forget the AZ, you're not going to go to our website. AppliedHearing.com is actually owned by someone, I think, in New Zealand, and they're trying to sell the website for like $8 grand or something like that. So if any of you out there are feeling generous and want to purchase that domain for me, by all means, honestly, don't do that because we wouldn't use it anyway. We have so much of a track record on AppliedHearingAZ.com at this point that we would actually be taking a step backwards if we switch it over to Applied Hearing, because Applied Hearing has no inherent value or search engine optimization built into it at this point. But again, your help is greatly appreciated. Even if you only take a few minutes, I'm really interested to see what your feedback is. Is it the best website in the world? I hope so, but it might not be, and that's why I need you from the outside looking in to tell me if we have done a good job on it, and I'll make sure that I relay that onto Chris. But don't worry, I'll withhold your screen name so he doesn't take any or hold any grudges against you. But that is all that I have to say for this week, guys. Again, it's greatly appreciated if you check out my website and give me some feedback on it, and as always, I'll see you next week.